Hello. Today, we're going to talk about robotics, which is basically the science of making machines that can move and do things on their own, without needing a human to control them all the time. It's like having your own personal robot friend. Let's start with how it all began. People have been interested in making robots for a very long time, but the first real robot was built in 1921 by a Czech writer named Karl Čapek. He wrote a play called RUR, short for Rossum's Universal Robots, and it was about a company that made robots to do all the work for humans. But things didn't go so well in the end. Since then, people have been working on making robots better and better. Nowadays, we use robots for all sorts of things, like building cars, exploring space, and even cleaning our houses. They're super helpful. One of the cool things about robots is that they can do things that humans can't do, or that humans might not want to do. Robots have helped us explore Mars, which is a planet far away from Earth. Now, humans can't actually go to Mars because it's too far and too dangerous, but robots can go there for us. They're like little explorer friends that we send out into space. These robots are called rovers, and they look kind of like cars, but with lots of fancy gadgets and cameras on them. They can drive around Mars, take pictures, and even use special tools to dig in the ground and find out what the planet is made of. And do you know what else is really cool? These robots are controlled by scientists back on Earth, who tell them what to do and where to go. It's like playing a really cool space video game. But exploring Mars isn't easy. It's really cold and there's no air to breathe, so the robots have to be super tough to survive. And sometimes, they run into problems, like getting stuck in the sand or having a broken part. But the scientists are really smart and they can usually figure out how to fix the robots from all the way back on Earth. Thanks to these amazing robots, we can explore Mars and learn more about our solar system. Did you know that robots can be super fun and silly too? That's right. They can be used in all sorts of entertainment, like movies, TV shows, and even amusement parks. Have you ever watched a movie with a robot in it? Sometimes they can be really cool, like R2-D2 from Star Wars, who helps the good guys save the day. Or they can be really silly, like Wall-E, who loves collecting trash and dancing around. And do you know what else is really fun? Robot toys. You can play with them, pretend they're your friends, and even make up stories with them. Some robot toys can even move around and talk to you, like a little robot pet. But robots can also be used in theme parks and attractions. Have you ever been to a theme park and ridden a roller coaster? Well, sometimes the roller coasters are controlled by robots. They make sure the ride is safe and fun, and they can even make the ride go faster or slower depending on what the people want. And have you ever seen a robot show? Some theme parks have shows where robots dance around and sing songs. It's like watching a big fun robot party. The future of robotics is even more exciting. Scientists and engineers are working on making robots that can learn and adapt, like humans do. This means they could be even more helpful in the future. Imagine having a robot friend that could help you with your homework, or play games with you. Some people worry that robots will take over the world, but don't worry. That's just something they talk about in movies. Robots are meant to help us, not hurt us. In the future, we might even have robots that can help us do things like cook dinner, or do the laundry. Wouldn't that be awesome? We could spend more time playing and having fun. Now let's talk about how robots help us stay healthy and happy. Robots are super cool machines that can do all sorts of things, like help us in the doctor's office. Sometimes when we need surgery, doctors use robots to help them do the operation. These robots are like super precise tools that the doctors can control with their hands, like playing a video game. And the best part is, they can do the surgery without making a big cut in your tummy. But robots can also help us get better after we get sick or hurt. Sometimes we have to do something called physical therapy to help our bodies get stronger. And robots can help us do that by showing us what exercises to do and making sure we're doing them right. And if you have to stay in the hospital for a while, robots can help take care of you. They can check your heartbeat, give you medicine, and even bring you your food. That way, the doctors and nurses can focus on making sure you're feeling better. And do you know what else? Robots can help doctors and scientists come up with new ways to keep us healthy. They can do experiments and tests to see if new medicines will work, without having to try them out on real people. That way, we can make sure they're safe and effective before we use them. You see, robots are pretty amazing helpers in the world of healthcare. They help us get better and stay healthy, and make sure the doctors and nurses can take the best care of us. Of course, robots still have some limitations. They can't feel emotions like humans do, and they can't think like humans do either. But they're still pretty amazing. So, there you have it. Robotics is all about making machines that can move and do things on their own, without needing a human to control them. And the future of robotics is looking pretty bright. Who knows what kinds of cool robots we'll have in the future? Maybe one that can make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off.